Second draft, done. Now what? So, November went really well. I finished. Came in at 103,000 words. First draft finished at 85,000 words, so that's a lot of extra words that I was able to add, almost 20,000 worth. Whee! But now what? What do I do now? Well, book isn't done. I know that much. There's still stuff I want to add. There's stuff that comes to me randomly when I'm at work or I'm just doing something at home that just comes in my head. It's like, all right, you need to add this. You need to go over this. You gotta do this. Life as a writer, yes. So, it's going to be going through another round. And I'm giving myself a little space. You got to give yourselves time in between drafts, at least in my opinion. I learned this the hard way. Especially with this beauty right here. This right now is my bestseller. It is my debut novel. But I made a massive mistake when I released this initially. First off, this is not the original cover. Second off, I didn't go through enough drafts of this book when I first released it. I think I only did 2 drafts, and one of them was a professionally edited draft. And I thought, all right, it's perfect. It needs to go out, no worries. And then I learned about publishing, which I'm still learning, FYI. You never stop learning when it comes to publishing. And I realized I made a massive mistake, and I read over it. And I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? So I've learned from my mistakes. This went through a massive rewrite. And is it perfect? No. In my opinion, no book is perfect. But I'm proud either way. People like it. Reviews for it are great. And I think Valkilry is even better. Which is why I want to make sure I release the most perfect book I can the first time. Not waiting years to release it again at its peak when I could have done it the first time around. I guess the reason that happened is because I was heavily pregnant when I finished this book. I was miserable and I wanted to be a published author before I gave birth. I should have waited. The book could have used another 6 months to a year before it needed to be released. But you learn from your mistakes, and I'm not making the same mistake with Valkilry. So, there we go. One thing I did give myself as a gift for finishing Valkilry. Now, I wasn't even planning on giving myself a gift. Normally when you go through challenges or just, give yourself a goal, you give yourself an incentive, that way you can reach that goal. I wasn't even thinking about it this time around, I joined Sarah Cannon's Rough Draft Challenge for the month of November, and my challenge was just to finish the edits. I finished the edits within 2 weeks. I finished it a week before Thanksgiving. It's like, wow, this book just wouldn't let me stop. I needed to keep going and going and going. I couldn't stop. That's when you know you got a good book. And Black Friday came around. And guess what was on sale? And this is no way a sponsorship video, FYI. Although, if they want to sponsor me someday, that'd be great. Anyway, Pro Writing Aid. The #1 writing software to help improve your writing. It does not take over. Keep in mind, it does not take over for everything. It just helps improve. It helps you out, especially when you're on a budget and you can't afford a lot of things as an indie, which, it was half off for lifetime and yearly. And they have this sale every year. And I was like, I need to take advantage. I keep telling myself every year I'm going to take advantage, and I don't because funds or no time, or I forget, or I miss the sale completely. This year wasn't that year. As you guessed it, I bought it. It was my gift for finishing the edits. And I bought the lifetime access because it was half off. You're not going to get a better deal than that. And it comes with so many options. So it's like, this is going to help elevate this book even higher. And I can't wait. But I am taking a break. I need the break. So, tell you how much I need this break. I had a lot of other footage I filmed in anticipation of this video, and I'm like, I don't like any of it. I just don't like any of it. I think it's just because I was feeling a little overwhelmed, not burned out, just a little overwhelmed. So it's like, it's time to take a break. So I'm going to scrap that footage and just go with this. Now, as you can see, it is Christmas time. Got all these little lights going on. And as you can see behind me, my Valkilry tree. I would show you a little more, but Valkylry's book cover is over there, and I don't want you to see it yet. But you will soon. I'm thinking January. I'm thinking January is a good time to show the book cover for Valkylry. We'll see. I'll let you know, but I'm feeling January is going to be the day, the year, the month that I release the book cover. And the book is going to be released next year, yes. No doubt about that. Just when is the question? That's another thing when you're indie publishing. It's up to you on everything. When you're going to release the book cover, when you're going to release the blurb, when you're going to release the actual book, whether you're not going to get beta readers, ARC readers, all this stuff. It's up to you. And I have been seriously considering getting beta readers this time. I've only ever had one initial beta reader, sometimes two. But I have my ride or die beta reader, which is a woman named Denise, who I love very, very much. I've never actually met her. She lives on the other side of the country, but I've known her virtually for years, and she has been a godsend. She found me, so if you got a person that finds you to help you on your journey, don't lose them. Anyway, she's helped me with my writing improve so much. But I feel that possibly adding one or two more would be beneficial, because not only does she beta read for me, she edits for me. So I feel that's a lot on her, and she does it for other writers as well. I'm not her only, I can't say client, 'cause she does it all for free. She does it out of the kindness of her heart. So I feel that getting a few more in there that don't do any edits, they just read over and give me advice, would be a good plan. So looking into it, I haven't definitively decided if I'm going to do it, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, this is probably going to be a good idea. So I'm going to be looking for some beta readers probably in the next few weeks. And I gotta write the blurb. I've been talking a lot on social media about my characters and this book coming out that's about female bikers, but that's all I've given. I haven't given an actual premise of the book. So I need to sit down and write a blurb, and in my opinion, the blurb is the hardest part of writing. Why? Standard blurbs, which is basically a small summary what the book is supposed to be about. It's what grabs the readers. You got two things that grab your readers when you write a book: the cover and the blurb. Those are the two key items. And if they don't grab your reader, they don't grab your reader. So I got the cover. The cover's beautiful. I love it. But I don't have a blurb. And blurbs, standard, have to be less than 300 words. According to my book creating software, Vellum, this book is coming in at over 300 pages, almost 350 on the second draft. good chance I'm going to be adding more words in the third draft. And I have to cram in 300 words or less into a small summary and get readers hooked. You can see why that's so hard. You could see why it's my least favorite part for other writers. It is the easiest part, and kudos to them, but not for me. It's the hardest. Hard. Yeah. So, but it's something I gotta work on because I plan on grabbing people. I want this book to be a bestseller, so I gotta get on it, you know. I love Valkilry so much, and I want other people to love it as much, if not more. I want that anticipation, you know. I want people to say, give me more of this. I want more of this. I want that demand. Every writer out there wants that demand, you know. It's why we do it. We love these stories so much because they pour from our hearts. They pour from our souls. They pour from our brains. They don't stop bothering us. They're like that little kid, you know, when you're a teenager just trying to get away from it, and they just poking at your shoulder. It's like, what's this? What's this? Can we do this? Can we do this? That's what book writing is. It's a little gnaw in your brain telling you, fucking right. And you're right. And you're right. And you're right. And even though it can be frustrating, even though you're like, stop gnawing at me, you love it. You want more of it. It's a drug, but it's a healthy drug. I hope. There are some instances where it cannot be healthy, and if so, get some help. Anyway, so that is the plan. January, I'm going to release the book cover, potentially with the blurb. Fingers crossed. I'm going to put it through another draft and get some beta readers. So, I am promptly told you my goals for next year. The only thing I haven't told you about is when I'm releasing the book. And I don't know when I'm releasing the book. I haven't decided when. I'm hoping for spring. But thinking more summer to be on the safe side. But we'll see. We'll definitely see. There are other people I do have to compete with, bigger authors, so that's always a conundrum as well. Like, for example, Bren Weaver is going to be releasing Harvest Season next year, and I don't want to compete with her because I'm still relatively unknown, so releasing a book on the same day she's releasing it is going to be suicide to Valkilry, because everyone's going to go off and buy Harvest Season. That's the next book. They're not even going to pay attention to Valkilry because they're like, who the hell's Anna Jenkins? Now I'm going to go over to Bren Weaver. I know who the hell she is now. So I got to make sure I choose the right date. That is always key whenever you're releasing a book as well. Make sure you're not competing with someone bigger than you are. And that way you get more chance of exposure. So another thing I've learned over the years. It's all coming into play, you know. It's all coming into play. Anyway, so I'm very, very excited. And you know what? Let's give you a little premise of Valkilry, okay? Let's do a little impromptu blurb and see how it comes out. So, Valkilry. A group of women are married to the Dirty Rotten Reapers, a biker club out of Tucson, Arizona. And they are fed up with the abuse, with the violence, with everything. They have gone through hell. And now they discover their children are going to be put through the same sort of torture. Not if they have anything to say about it. What happens? A massacre. Fast forward 20 years. We meet the Doom Queen, Lainey. And we meet Oliver De La Rosa, a Tucson detective. And his task? is to find out what happened to the Dirty Rotten Reapers. But what happens when he runs into Lainey, his old high school sweetheart, who he abandoned in the desert? That's what I got. Needs improvement, but that's a nice impromptu, giving you a little insight into what Valkyrie is. So if you stayed till the end and you like what you heard, give me something, because right now I'm still relatively new. I have 17 subscribers, so I'm still working my way up. So if you stayed till that part and you like what you heard, give me something. Yeah, give me something. Give me an emoji, give me a comment, give me a thumbs up, give me something. And that way I know you at least watched till the end. All right, I have rambled long enough. The sun's coming out. I'm doing this early in the morning when everyone's asleep. But yeah, just giving you a nice little chatty update as to what is going on. And I can't wait for 2026. I cannot wait for you guys to see the book cover and to read Valkyrie. All right. Happy holidays. Enjoy the rest of your year. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.